Denver. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. On the visitor sideline, head coach Liam Cohen. He's hoping his guys get a little something here late in the year. Just 3 wins on the ledger so far. The other side, you've got the head coach to the Broncos. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from Denver. He's to midfield. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. So now after the opening kickoff is brought back, the offense takes the field for the first time, going for 2. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0.
Broncos nothing. To kick off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's Jake Hayden-Dobbins. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one. Second down. Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 16 yards. Pick up on that one. First down, Broncos.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mims sent in motion here. He'll give it to Dobbins. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Antonio Johnson there on the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
It's now 3rd and 13.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Caught right side, it's Franklin. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. One hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson. He'll let this one go deep for Todd. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play for Jacksonville. 39 yards.
Jaguars, first down. A 39-yard gain on the play. First down.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Jaguars on top. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. And Zach Allen there on the tackle. Once again, it's Etienne. He's got space inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So Lawrence lines up the Jaguars as they will go for 2.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point
Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Broncos nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wide. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9. Intercepted Tyson Campbell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The #1 thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this.
At the 34-yard
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Back into the hands of Travis Etienne. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. Clock running. Lawrence hurries his guys to the line.
A gain of 12 yards.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll look to pick up the pace.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And they're going to have enough to get her here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Jaguars 1st down.
They'll run it here with Etienne. And he's shedding tackles left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Etienne will get into the end zone for a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The Jaguars will line up for the two-point
Now Lawrence.
conversion.
That's going to be caught. So just a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Broncos nothing. Logan Cook.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A return now from the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Broncos offense going to take over just before the half. This unit hasn't been at their best early on. Punt followed by an interception on their first 2 drives. That's going to be incomplete. A very stout unit. That's going to bring up second down.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll get this complete to Trent Sherfield. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Nix to throw. Got a man, that's Sherfield. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd down, 3 to go.
He was covered by Travis Hunter.
They'll throw. It's Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. He's going to air this one out. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
32-yard line. That's a gain of 6.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Yeah. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. We'll go play action with Nix. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. Jaguars have it. A big effort for the defense to come up not only with the fumble, but a very good return. And the offense, Greg, is in business. It's first and goal.
Great awareness, Mike, by the defender. Not only to secure the recovery, but then to turn into a runner.
And he's got another one. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Nix. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Nix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And the defense signaling safety here. The official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much.
No gain on the play.
They'll run once more with Etienne. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So these 2 teams take a long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. 4th quarter now, and it'll begin with a run by Etienne. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll run for it with Etienne. Has the 40. And he is going to have the Jaguars' 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
On the ground, here's Etienne. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo.
That's another Jaguars.
We'll go back to Etienne on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Etienne. And much more room to run on this one. Pickup of 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down. They'll run. It's Etienne. Whoa. And he's fighting to get 3. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Cam Little on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars head on to their lead.
Broncos nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wide. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. It is 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
Looking out of the gun. It's Nix. Oh, it's going to be followed up and taken down. They got it. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. From the shotgun, here's Nick. Got a man, that's sure feels. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. That is fielded at the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. And this was as good as it gets, all 3 phases of the game in perfect harmony as they post a lopsided shutout victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
The finish line is in sight. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 16. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the LA Chargers. And this is Keenan Allen. He was absolutely electric. This, one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. The Chargers get the victory here in a battle of 2 teams with Super Bowl aspirations. We go from there to this, the NFC title game rematch from a year ago. Eagles and Commanders, this one in D.C. And it's the veteran, Terry McLaurin. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 56 yards, touchdown. The Commanders needed this one, and they got it. A victory that helps them keep pace in the NFC wildcard race. One more to show you, and it's out in Seattle, the Seahawks hosting the LA Rams. And here is Devontae Adams. He's going to run the deep route here and pull it in. 49 yards for the touchdown. The Rams win their second straight, and they do it in style. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.